NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Browns and the Ravens, next on Madden NFL 24.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. Leading them out, a two-year starter at Ohio State, and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
First and 10, it's Stroud. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder, in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late-season push when we have everyone back? It certainly feels that way, the number of injuries they've had already.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Browns, they were terrific in their win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with. It's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him. This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 1 now. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Bringing them out now in his 7th season, former 2nd overall pick in the draft from UNC, Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, he certainly had his ups and downs since being the 2nd overall selection back in 2017. But when he's on, Mitchell Trubisky shows all the attributes you're looking for in a quarterback. Big arm, excellent legs for mobility. His key, being consistent.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. The Browns at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. When you look at this defense, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest.
He's got him in, complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 7-7, our score after 1. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And now look in trouble.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Play action. Stroud now. He's got room to roam.
And all the way down to the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
At the 45-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37. 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Harris Campbell, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense going to take over late in this 1st half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's back. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. They'll need 5 on this play to move the stakes. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here goes Stroud again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on the 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
But
Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. In motion left goes Myers. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And this is, there he goes, left side. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. To Jefferson on the slant. And the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Browns are going to be moving to 4 now as they extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Ravens on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Ravens offense back out there. Faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Stroud coming right back after the pick 6. Open is Powell. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Stroud. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll snag about 5 yards down at the 32. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is over. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And Stroud now to throw. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, here's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Powell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Stroud will look to throw once more. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the draw, it's Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.